Hey everyone, Adrian Morrison here, and I'm filming this video as a follow-up to the one I posted, I think maybe like 5 or 6 days ago. I sent out an email on February 17th to my e-commerce list, and I just wanted to record the actual results because, once again, I say this over and over and over again, so many people are not taking advantage of the power of email marketing with e-commerce. There's so many people that are showing you how to make an ad, right? And how to make a quick buck. But one thing that I've always applied to my business is that long-term strategy, right? That exit strategy and that long-term light at the end of the tunnel strategy. And email marketing is one of those things that if you don't start doing out of the gate, you're going to end up leaving a ton of money on the table. Maybe millions of dollars will be left on the table. So that's money that you can never get back. It doesn't matter if you've been building your list. If you're not mailing it, you're losing money, and you can never go back in time and get that money back. Another thing I want to talk about is the free plus shipping method. You know, right now there are some people that are out there saying, oh, free plus shipping is dead. Free plus shipping doesn't produce high quality customers, when 90% of my e-commerce business right now revolves around that free plus shipping method. So I want to show you that there is a way to make really big money off free plus shipping and transform a low quality customer that's coming in for a free offer and turn them into a very high quality retail customer. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm following up with all of my customers, all of my prospects, all of my partials. I'm sending them emails to buy more stuff, and I send emails for retail items and for more free stuff. And I'm taking that average lifetime customer value, and every time I send out an email, I increase that, right? It increases higher and higher and higher and higher. So my average customer is not worth $10. My average customer is worth $20, $30, $40, $50, right? And if you're looking at my screen here, you can see the 3-day or 3-time email promotion that I sent out to my list. So it's the same email, but I sent it to different segments over the course of 3 different days. Because when you email your list, you're never going to reach your entire list, okay? It's not going to happen. It's just the way it is. It hits spam boxes, people ignore it, they don't see it, whatever. So you need to mail a couple of times the same email so you can reach everybody. So here you'll see the 3-day sequence, and you'll notice that right here it says I've mailed 216,000 people on February 17th. All right, now on February 19th, you'll notice it says I mailed 202,000. And if you look over here to the left, it's because I only emailed a segment of my list. Now, a segment is a portion of my list that I've created, like a subset of leads. And then I mailed again on the 21st of February, and you'll see that that's to 215,000 people. But once again, you'll see where it says segment right here, okay? So that's another segment. So here's basically what I did, and I'm gonna show you how much money it made me too, which is always fun. So this was my entire list on February 17th. I had 216,000 people on my list. I blasted out an email to them. I got 18,000 opens, and I generated 3,800 clicks, okay? So I let that go for 2 days, because I know that people are going to open up their email, this email, maybe a day or two after I send it. And then on February 19th, what I did is I went into my autoresponder and I created a segment of my list. And this segment only includes people that did not open the email yet. And that's why when I mail here, you'll see I'm only hitting 202,000 people. Because at the time I sent this email on February 19th, only about 14,000 people had actually opened this email. Even though it says 18,000, this is over time, right? But as of February 19th, only 14,000 people had opened up this mail I sent out on February 17th. So I mailed everybody who had not yet opened my email. I sent them another email. Again, it was the same thing, but I just resent the email. That generated for me 1,500 clicks and 8,600 opens for that email. Okay, so I let that go for, it looks like 3 days. And on the third day, February 21st, I resent the same email again, but I sent it to a new segment. And this segment was non-clickers. So this segment is people that actually opened this email. Okay, they opened up this February 19th email and they opened up February 17th email, but they didn't click anything in it. In other words, they opened the email, they looked at it, but they did not actually click on any of the offers in the email. Okay, so what I did is I sent email number 1 to everybody. So email number 1 went to everybody. 2 days later, anybody that had not opened up that email on February 17th, I resent the email back to them. Okay, so I sent it to them again. Repetition and persistence is mega important when it comes to email marketing and getting people to actually open up your emails. So anybody who had not yet opened it by February 19th received a follow-up email of the same thing, okay? And then on February 21st, I emailed all of my non-clickers. So this includes people that had opened up the email and had not opened up the email. Just anybody on my list that had not clicked on one of the past 2 email promotions, be it to open it or to actually click on an offer. And that's why you see the segment go up to 215,000, okay? So over the course of this email segmentation, this 3-part email segmentation, I generated $11,000. Cash money, free, didn't cost me anything. All I had to do is basically press send. All right, the same email. I didn't have to be creative and write different emails to everybody. I literally sent the same email with the same products 3 times to the same list in 3 different segments. And you can look at the reports here. The first email that I sent on February 17th, that one generated for me $4,999.06. 276 orders were placed. Okay, so that's the report from MailChimp on my February 17th promo. Then on the February 19th email, if you look here, this one to the non-openers, these are people that did not open up my email previously. This one created for me another $2,000, all right? Then my third segment, which was to everybody on my list who had not opened or who had not clicked my previous 2 emails. Let's look at that one. That one generated an additional $4,200, okay? So this totals to over 11,000 bucks. Now, if we go over into Google Analytics, I'm going to re-verify these reports in my Google Analytics account just so you can see. All right, so right now we are in Google Analytics, and there's a whole bunch going on here. You can see I've done over $50,000 in revenue on this particular store over the course of February 19th through February 23rd. All right, that's the email sequence. And you'll notice here that this column says email, this one that my mouse is kind of hovering over. This is all traffic that came in through email through that period of time. So we ended up generating $11,354 from email marketing just from those emails. Now, Google Analytics reports may be off $200 or $300 from MailChimp, so they're never like exact, but this gives me a really good idea. So one single email promotion made me $11,300. And my list is 200, and at that time, 216,000 people. So one email promotion generated $11,000 for me. If you do the math, if I do that every single week, and some are better than others, right? That's going to make me over $40,000 to $45,000 a month. I don't have to do Facebook ads. I don't have to worry about Google or retargeting or any of that stuff. I could stop everything, right? and I could just continue to hit send and email my list. And I would be making tens of thousands of dollars a month with no hassle, with no risk. All I'm doing is emailing my list because I've built it up. I've continuously emailed them, so I didn't let the list go stale and cold. I emailed the list while it was hot and ready. As soon as the leads come in, they start getting emails in my funnel. And this is how you build a list that loves, trusts, and of course, purchases from you, right? And this is what I do, and this is what you should be doing as well. So I wanted to give you an inside track, an inside look at the overall results of one email promotion. And this is why you should be building your business with Shopify. Look, I used to run traffic on Represent, on Teespring, and all of these other platforms, and they're great, and I'm very grateful for them. They treated me very, very well. But they didn't give me my data, right? They didn't give me my email list. While I was running traffic to all of these other platforms, I was building their brand. I was sending their brand hundreds of thousands of dollars of revenue that I was getting nothing for but a quick buck, right? But when you're on Shopify or any other e-commerce platform, you're building your brand, right? You're building up your business. And of course, you're building up a long-term business model because you get to collect all of the data. All of the email addresses, they're yours. And you can email them. They're in your email list. They're not in the platform's tiny little autoresponder that they let you email from here and there only a couple of times a week. You own the data. It is yours. You paid for it. I paid for it. It's mine. And I want it in my email list. And I want to build my brand. And right now I'm talking to a broker that sells e-commerce businesses that's doing a whole business valuation. They think I could sell my Shopify store for over 7 figures potentially. And, that's an exit strategy. If I ever get tired, I can just sell the business. If something ever happens on Facebook or Google or anything like that, I just press send. And I'm still going to make money. There's no way that I'm not going to make money because I have an ironclad plan, an ironclad strategy. I built an ironclad business, right? I'm not just hustling and chasing a quick buck, and chasing money. I'm building a real business that's always going to continue to make me money, right? And that's what a lot of people that are just starting out don't understand. They're looking at what's right in front of them. They're looking at the quick dollar, anything they can do to make a quick buck. But what I did is I took a chance. I made a couple of sacrifices. I stepped outside of my comfort zone because it was so easy to just stay inside of all these platforms and continue generating hundreds of thousands of dollars a month with no hassle. But I saw the end goal, and I saw that I was sacrificing my leads, my email list, sacrificing the brand. All of that money I was spending was for a quick buck. So I stepped outside my comfort zone. I made a couple of small sacrifices, and I ended up building a multi-7-figure brand. And I have a huge email list now that's over 250,000 people. And I can email it, and I can always make money. Nobody can ever take that away from me. I'm good, right? You need to get good as well. You need to be in this position. You're not going to have a list of 250,000 people overnight. But I just started this business like 7 months ago. 7 months ago, while I was on vacation with my family, right? And of course, not only do I email, but I've got tons of Facebook traffic coming in. I'm scaling my ads outside of the United States. I'm advertising in 14 or 15 different countries all over the world, right? You just got to step outside your comfort zone a little bit, and you got to believe in yourself, and you have to know that the opportunity is sitting there waiting for you. All you have to do is reach out and grab it, and it can be yours. So I hope that this video inspires you, as always. I'd love to see your comments below the video. And any questions you have, post them below this video, and I'd love to come in and answer them. So you just got the inside track and inside look at an $11,000 email marketing promotion from one email promotion to my e-commerce list. And to send out those emails took me about 15 minutes. Just had to set them up and press send. So leave your comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I wish you a ton of success, and I'll see you on the next video.